Hey everyone, it's Molly, welcome back to my show. Okay, so this is the third video this week, like I promised, because I had missed the last couple of weeks. See, I come through on my promises, sometimes. Alright, so today's video I'm going to be going over 12 useless facts with you guys. Some of them are actually kind of cool. Alright, so the first one is Pinocchio is Italian for pinehead. I'm taking Italian in college, and so I just found this one interesting. You know, it's like Geppetto is like, you'll be named Pinocchio. Pinocchio comes to life and Geppetto's like, I can never tell you what your name means. Or at least that's how I think that's how his thought process went. Or maybe he's just cool with it. I don't know, some people aren't good at naming their kids. Alright, number 2. Porcupines float in water. No, that is not permission to throw a porcupine into any form of, any like water, like river or lake or stream. No, you cannot do that. Unless the porcupine itself gives you permission. If you hear from the porcupine, yes, you can throw me into a river, then you can. You'll just have to deal with the consequences later. Okay, number 3. 7-Up, invented in 1920, contained lithium, the drug commonly prescribed now to sufferers of bipolar disorder. So I guess people with bipolar disorder back then were really happy. Yeah. I actually heard that 7-Up was, like, in the ad they said that you could, like, feed it to your baby. That is, it's just, I have no words for most of the 1920s, to be honest. I mean, it was a cool time, but there were just so many things that went wrong. Alright, number 4. Archery is the national sport in Bhutan, a Buddhist country in Asia. I actually find that one to be cool. Like, I never thought archery would be a national sport, but it's a sport. Bhutan is a country, so I guess the people were just like, we like archery, let's make it our national sport. And good on you. Yeah. Okay, number 5. The characters Bert and Ernie on Sesame Street were named after Bert the cop and Ernie the taxi driver in Frank Capra's It's a Wonderful Life. I saw the movie It's a Wonderful Life years ago, back when I was in high school. That makes me sound like I'm so old. No, I saw it 5 years ago when I was like in 10th grade. 4 or 5 years ago. It was a good movie. I just can't remember the characters' names very well, so I can't say whether or not the guys were actually named Bert and Ernie, but it's still a cool fact if it's... I actually can't verify any of these, so... they're still cool. Number 6. Mr. Rogers is an ordained minister. So, you know, if you want to get married, just call up Mr. Rogers and be like, can you marry us? Please? Please? I actually am not entirely sure who Mr. Rogers is. I just know that a lot of people out there do know who he is, so I thought I'd throw that one in there. Okay. Number 7. 101 Dalmatians, Peter Pan, Lady and the Tramp, and Mulan are the only Disney cartoons where both parents are present and don't die throughout the movie. I don't know how old these facts are, but I still believe that one to be true. Then again, I don't watch Disney cartoon movies very much, so yeah, it's probably true still. Disney likes killing off the parents for some reason. No, I just found that one cool because I grew up with those movies and I can actually completely see this as being true. Alright, continuing. Number 8. There are no clocks in Las Vegas gambling casinos. I heard of this one actually. It's so that you can't see what time it is so that you don't leave as quickly. You stay and keep on gambling. Time can pass very quickly when you're gambling. And so, like, by the time you leave, you find out it's, like, the next day already, and you're like, where did the time go? What? Also, you'd be broke, so, you know, you'd just be like, how am I going to pay for my ride home now? Las Vegas. Yeah. Okay, number 9. Non-dairy creamer is flammable. Do not set it on fire. Really, please don't. It would be like setting your curtains on fire. It's a bad idea, and just because you can doesn't mean you should. Like, anything that's flammable. You could turn hairspray into a flamethrower. A flamethrower. But that doesn't mean that you should. You can, but it doesn't mean you should. Just like you can turn non-dairy creamer into a bonfire. Doesn't mean you should. Alright, number 10. A group of kangaroos is a mob. I would say something funny to this, but it's just funny enough on its own that... Alright, number 11. If a set of identical twin women married a set of identical twin men and subsequently had kids, their children would genetically be siblings. So they would be cousins and siblings. Genetically be siblings. They would technically still just be cousins. Still. Ugh. That's just a hint for all of you sets of identical twins out there. If you feel like proving this one true, go for it. But if you don't, your call. Lastly, number 12. Cats can't taste sweet things. Tried to say that a little too fast. Yes, cats cannot taste anything sweet. If you try to give a cat like a lollipop, it won't be able to taste it. I don't know why. The website I was on did not explain. But hey, that just means that we get more sweet things in our lives. Like, we don't have to share with our pets. Sometimes we share with our pets, but we don't have to share everything. I certainly don't share my candy with my cat. Alright, so those are the 12 useless facts that I have. I'm going to break down what websites these came from. I used uselessfacts.net and I got 4 of them from there. I used blah 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 blah.com and I got 2 of them from there. djtech.net got 3 from there, and viralnova.com got 3 also from there. That's all 12. Used 4 websites, and they're all extremely interesting. I will be posting the links to the websites in the description of this video, as always, because I don't like the copyright. I always give credit where credit is due. On uselessfacts.net they also had like a bunch of Chuck Norris facts, but I feel like Chuck Norris is just something that's kind of overplayed on the internet and also on all the apps on my phone. So I decided not to go there. But I mentioned him, so I get my Chuck Norris points for the day. Okay, that is all for now. I will see you next week. Bye bye.